Christians and Muslims too have diversity in denominational identities within their religions, right? So why do you assume that they are united despite their diverse identities and you are not? Two reasons, two very good reasons. Unity is created also by defining who does not belong to your group. Therefore, they are very clear about who is a non-Muslim and who is a non-Christian. Whereas we are the ones constantly saying everybody is a Hindu. Everybody should be given access to our temples apparently. Even people who have broken our temple should be given access apparently without the need for an affidavit. This is what we are saying. So the one thing that you have to learn from them is the identity and the clarity as to who is the outsider. A community is defined as much by its identification of insiders as much by its identification of outsiders. Second, what rallies people around is not a vague idea of unity but a specific cause. When Ram Janabhoomi movement was going on, did people ask each other their castes and contributed to the Kar Seva? No. Where was that happening? According to them, they were all fighting for a cause. Jati was irrelevant, Varna was irrelevant. So identify causes which bring people together as opposed to simply saying destroy the structure. If you do not have a replacement for an existing structure, you do not have any business destroying the existing structure. Because then you're creating anarchy. You're creating chaos. You're creating the absence of a social structure and a social net, a safety net. Logic and received wisdom and community psychology always tells you, do not destroy something until you have a viable alternative for what exists. Period. So as far as, let's say, temple freedom and HRC, all of this is concerned, let us be very clear that it is possible to retain Sampradayic diversity and still ensure that everybody else has access to those institutions for spiritual solace and worship. And none of this should be given as an excuse to allow the government to stay inside temples, regardless of whichever party may be in power. Have that clarity. Don't make this a political position. Make this a religious, civilizational, cultural position. You will survive. Thank you.